Hey everybody, hi! Hope you're all doing great. Listen, we're going to get started in some new science. We were doing social studies for quite a while, and now we're back in the science notebook, which is in the envelope with your packets. So you'll need to grab that, okay? The first thing we're going to look at, we're going to play a little game. I want you to take a look at these and ask yourself, what do you see? Why can't you see anything? That's right, we can't see anything because it's too dark. What could help us see better in the dark? Sure, if we put some light on the subject, we'd be able to see a lot better in the dark. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's put some light on the pictures and talk with someone at home about what you see. Ready for some light? I think if I look, I might be able to guess what is hiding in this picture. Did you guess it's a cat? Let's try the next one. Look at the lights shining on this thing. You recognize those parts? Yep, it's a school bus. Okay, one more. I have to look much closer at these. Can you guess what the light is shining on? It's a tree. Okay, fantastic. So we know, and I'm sure you knew this for a long time, when you shine light in the dark, it helps you see better, right? So let's take a look at this short video. Ready? Someone's under the blankets with a book. I wonder if mom or dad knows that someone is reading when they should be sleeping in bed. And what is helping to do that? So now I want you to grab your science notebook. You're going to find a picture that has that same child who's hiding under the blanket. And we see that they're trying to read under the blanket. It's dark. We just talked about how you would need light to see better in the dark. But what is another question you might ask? Something maybe you wonder about this phenomenon. Just finish this sentence. I wonder what? Do you wonder why zebras have stripes? Well, that doesn't go with this page, does it? So take a look at this picture and think of something you would still want to know more about. Okay? And when you're done with that, let's get some math out. So here is the math page you're looking for. Turn your math book to page 607. And it says, Tyler's football practice ends at 4:30. We're going to use a clock and figure out what time it is when Tyler's practice ends. So here's our clock. Ready? What time does everyone see on this clock? Well, remember the shorter hand is the hour hand. The longer hand reaches all the way out to these minutes, so it's the minute hand. And so if the short hand, the hour hand, is on 4 o'clock, and the minute hand is way up at the beginning of the circle, remember the minute hand is not really on the 12, it's reaching way up here to the top of the circle, which if you think of the clock as a number line that is in the shape of a circle instead of a straight line, this is where 0 would be. And then we'd start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 4 o'clock and 0 minutes. That's 4 o'clock. If Tyler's practice ends at 4:30, we're going to grab that minute hand and we're going to spin it halfway. Half the circle takes it from the top to the bottom. Now what time would that be? 4:30. So back on this page, you'll make your clock say 4:30, just like this one. What part was missing? Here's the 30. That's for half past. What part was missing? Okay? So you are just going to fill in the 4. And then you're going to work your practice through each of these pages. And notice that when the minute hand is down on the 6, that means it started at the top and went halfway around. You'll also notice what happens after it does that. Watch again. Remember we started this at 4 o'clock? Remember that the hour hand was pointing exactly on the 4? Watch the red hand as I spin the minute hand halfway around. Is the hour hand still exactly on the 4? No, who remembers what we call this space behind or after the 4? Remember Mrs. Wright said that's 4's backyard. So, when the hour hand is in 4's backyard, it's still at 4's house. So we're not going to say 5, even though it's on its way to 5. We're going to say that's 4:30. Half past or halfway around the circle, and where's the hour hand? Still at 4's backyard. So it's 4:30. Okay? So really practice looking at those. Okay? Notice every time the minute hand is down on the 6, that's halfway around, and you'll notice the hour hand is never exactly on a number. It's always in someone's backyard. Okay? And then we're going to have a fun story. We're going to be looking at a lot of different stories this week about how we're different. Our families are not exactly the same. Our friends are not exactly the same. The games we play might be different from each other. We're going to look at a lot of things that can change your family, making different friendships, meeting new people that just moved. Things like that change in our lives all the time. And change is good. And this story we're going to be watching today is called My New Baby Sister. And we did talk about how getting a new baby in the family would certainly change it for us, wouldn't it? Goodness knows it would change my family now. Okay? So enjoy that story, and then we'll be back for a Super Kids video in the next link. All right. Take care.